Selling put options on TQQ can make you rich, but you need to know exactly when to sell and which strike price to sell. Otherwise, you could lose all of your money. This is what we're doing today. We're going to go over step by step selling TQQ on a margin account in TastyTrade. Let's get to it. Okay, so we got TQQ right here, TastyTrade, link below if you're not a member. Just so you know, this is a 3 times leverage on the QQQ. So if the Nasdaq QQQ ETF falls down 1%, this will fall down 3%. If it goes up 1%, this will go up 3%. It's down 5% as of now. My number, the most important number to me, is the change rate, and then I'm going to show you the indicator, and then we're going to sell, and I'm going to show you how much you can make, how much buying power you need. So let's get to it. Almost $4 change. Okay, remember this number, 387, 399, something like that. $4 change, 5%. Why is this important? Let me show you. I'm going to go to chart. In the chart right here, I have a couple of things. I don't care about MACD. I don't care about RSI, moving average. No, I don't care about any of those. The most important indicator in the world to me is this one, average true range right here. Average true range, okay, ATR in short, 287. 287 is the ATR. What does it mean? It means that on average, the TQQ, which is the 3x leverage for the QQQ, moves about $2.88 every day on average in the last 14 days. It doesn't move exactly this, but it means that it moves on average anywhere around $3, $2.88 every day, up or down, but on average this is the amount. So you can expect on average today to move $3 to 74 or 68. Again, this is an average. Now, when do I sell naked puts on the TQQ? Not every day. I have a watch list. This watch list is, I got tons of watch lists. So one of the watch list is all those Jade Lizard or naked puts. It's up to you. And I go over this. This is a super red day. We just opened the market. But I go over this every day, and every day that I see one of those, I pick one usually. I don't do all of them in one day. But let's go back to the TQQ. Every day I go over the watch list and I pick one that is over 1 ATR just to sell. When I sell, it's going to be the next step. But I don't just randomly sell put options. Let me repeat. I see here the move today is $4. I know the 1 ATR is 288. Let's call it $3. Every day that the move is over 1 ATR, okay, this is 4, this is over the 3, which is 1 ATR, I sell, listen to this, naked puts 8 ATR far out of the money. Okay, this is the key. If the stock, if the TQQ, which is the 3x leverage of the Nasdaq QQQ, is down more than 1 ATR today, down on a down days, not on an up days, because on up days the puts are worth a lot less. On a down day, when the ATR is this 3 and the move of today is more than 1 ATR 4, we got checkpoint now, checkpoint 1, checkpoint 2. We're gonna go to checkpoint 3. Sell 8 times the expected move, which is 288 times 8. It's about $24. I'm gonna show you. 289 times 8. I'm selling so far out of the money that if the Nasdaq crashes 8 times the expected ATR move, yeah, I'll be happy to be assigned. Do the wheel, sell, covered call, get rid of this the next day, something like that. I see the price right now, 8 times ATR, and if you have questions about this, if I'm talking too fast, comment below. But we got the price of 23, and I'm gonna show you the naked option that I sell and the buying power that you need to do so, and the difference between this and Robinhood. We got 23. This is the number. Now I know the price right now is 71. Let's say 71 minus 23. Again, the 23 is 8 times the expected move of the ATR on average in the last 14 days. It needs to move 8 times more than that in a day that the ATR and that the stock is down more than 1 ATR. 71 minus 23, 48. This is the number. I know that I'm aiming now to sell naked puts around 50 bucks, something like that. But if you do 48 divided by 71, 67%, this minus this, that's about 30% drop, 33% drop. And if the Nasdaq, the 3X, drops 30%, means that the QQQ is down 10%, okay? And I'll be happy to be assigned on those shares. But if I don't, by the expiration, I will collect the premium. So what do I do next? I'm gonna go here to trade, okay? I'm gonna click on trade, and I'm gonna go to the options. I'm not gonna go to the 15 days November. There's election and there's a lot less premium. I also don't like weeklies. If you start watching my videos in the last couple of days, I only started this channel a couple of days ago. If you gain value, subscribe. Let's build this together. But I'm gonna go here, the December 20, 50 days. Okay, I got a couple of rules that I stick to. This rule says no weeklies and at least 40-45 days to expiration. And again, the ATR rules. As you saw, I ignored everything else. Look at this again. Before we do the trade. If you go to the chart, I'm ignoring this. I'm ignoring this. This is good actually. I see that we are in the mid-range. I see that we are at top. Got a red signal to sell. I don't care about all this because the ATR that I sell is 8 times the expected move, which is insane. And if it happens, that means that the QQQ drops at least 10%. And at that point, I'll be happy to buy the QQQ 3X, which is this one, and sell covered calls against that. So let's click here on the 50-day. Okay, right here. And look at Tasty before we pick the trade. They are so, that's crazy. They give you this, they're so friendly, the platform. If you're not a member, again, sign up below. I have a code. But look at this, the brown signal says that this is the expected move by this time. It says up or down $13 is the expected move in the next 50 days, which means they expect to move anywhere around 85 on the top, or the market makers, not Tasty. 85 on the top and 58 on the bottom. That's the expected move of this 3X leverage ETF in the next 50 days. We're gonna go even farther, and you see here it says one standard deviation is 53, and we're gonna go over here to 50. Remember, we got 48. I'm gonna make it a round number 50 right here. We are on the put side, and this is the call side. We're on the put side. If you wanna sell, you're gonna click on the left one. If you want to buy, you're going to click on the right one. You see we got a lot of open interest, almost 5,000 contracts. I'm going to click here, the 130 bucks, and it's going to open this trade. And look at this beauty. Look at this beauty. 5,050 is the TQQQ. Collect. Let's go over the trade, what it tells us and why it's so different than Robinhood, and why I like TastyTrade. $133 to execute this trade. This is your money to keep right now. Right now, once you execute this trade, you make $133 today. The buying power, this is the key here. The buying power affected is 3,200. You need to put aside, held as a reserve for this trade, 3,200. Okay, now if you have Robinhood, and if you do this trade, they will ask you to put 5,000 on the line. 50 times 100 is 5,000 on the line minus the credit. The credit is the same. The credit is the same here and on Robinhood, but I like to use a lot less buying power so I can do other trades during the day. Okay, so the buying power instead of 5,000 on Robinhood is only 3,200. That 133 bucks is yours to keep. Look at the other things that we got in here. POP, probability of profit, 91% chance that the TQQ will not go to 50. It will not go to 50. There's a 90% chance that this option will lose at least half of its value, not at least, it will lose 50% of its value at any point in time before the expiration. meaning this 133, I don't know, 2, 3, 4 weeks from now will be worth $60, like half, 60, $70. Close the trade, move on. Okay, theta decay is another important number that I like to use. $4.12 every day that this option will lose $4. Every day you go to sleep, you wake up, this 133 theoretically should be worth $4 less, $4 less, $4 less, $4 less. Okay, so this is something to consider as well. And the theta, if the stock goes up, yeah, that's a different story, but we're not focusing on theta on delta in here, because we're not buying the calls, we are selling the puts for income. But that's the specific trade, and if you go on quick analysis, if the price of TQQ is greater than 48.67, this is your break even, your max profit is 133, which you collect right now. This is yours to keep no matter what. If it goes to zero, if the price of TQQ is less than 48.67, if it goes to zero, then the Nasdaq is at zero, then your max loss is 5,000. Yeah, is it possible if Nasdaq goes to zero? Then yeah, we have bigger problems at the end of the day. But theoretically, in the next 50 days, if nothing happens, first of all, this is yours today, $133 today to keep. And if the Nasdaq and the TQQ goes from 70 to 50, again, 8 times the expected ATR moves, then yeah, I'll be happy to gain one contract, $5,000, and be assigned. And the next day I will do covered calls. In the money, covered calls will probably be worth like $500. Get rid of this and do this all over again. But my goal is to never own any stock. My goal is just to sell put options so far out of the money that, I don't know, 90% chance that they will expire worthless, and the other 10% or less than 10%, I'll be happy to own the stock, but not forever, for a day or for a month, and sell in the money covered call, get rid of them and collect even more premium. This is the goal, but you gotta know when to trade. Do not do what you want, but I do not trade the TQQ on random days. I have specific rules, I told you this, and if this change, if tomorrow it just stabilize or go up, or even if it just do nothing, this option will decay. The 133, 135 will go down and down and down. This was valuable. Subscribe. I'll see you next time.